Okay, I did a long rambly video. I'm just going to see if I can do a short one here. Just a quick catch up. I've had 4 to 6 bunnies for 90 days. I just wrapped my first grad class. Work has been off the chain. Grad class has been off the chain, but also this grad class has been very soul searching. You apply a lot of it to yourself. So it's been very painful, rooting around in some extremely painful places. There have been a lot of layers to it. It's been happening at work. I'm finding my voice and truth in a new way, but I'm also seeing lots of things like we don't bring our whole selves to work and the different fragments we have and this process of integration. And there's a lot. There's a lot to it. So it's been a lot for me. I've kind of not been sharing just because it's been a lot. Plus the bunnies and having to say goodbye. I did go ahead and keep one of the babies, but I had to rehome another one of my bunnies, Penelope, because of that. Rehomed Peanut. It's just been, and that's been a lot of goodbyes and pain and working through things with my husband, but everything is coming to a new level. This program is unbelievable. At first I was like, how do you get a master's in coaching and consulting? But I'm clear, it's quite meaty. He's got a lot of material that really equips us to be effective in new ways. So I'm very excited about everything that's happening, but the world, the elections coming up, Israel, Hurricane Helene and Milton, my family's right down in Fort Myers, so it was extremely stressful while that hurricane was barreling towards them and watching everything that's happening in the North Carolina mountains, and I'm reporting discrimination at work and on and on and on. So it's just been a very intense time. I am not unique that way. I have a friend at work, he just lost his wife. I have another friend at work, she's having a pacemaker put in. I mean, there's just really heavy, big stuff happening for a lot of people. And I mean, even someone, a high school classmate of mine, is having a liver transplant in the middle of Hurricane Helene and Milton. The National Guard had to move him from the hospital. People have real stuff going on and real major stuff. And I'm telling my, I'm doing all this soul searching and I'm crying and looking at my old trauma. And then I'm seeing these things happen in the world. I'm like, wow, my life is so good. And I am so blessed. And I'm so grateful to have this pause to work through these things. But I am also aching for what others are going through right now. I'm not going through that right now. But I have been through extreme devastation of that nature as of a couple of years ago. And this even, or I should say as recently as about 5 years ago, 6 years ago. But even this work really helped me dig into those injuries and how I'm hiding. It has been very illuminating about why I do this channel. And what does this mean? This is a very interesting form of hiding, and yet I'm completely exposing myself. And the journey of that, this is a journey going somewhere. This is something that logs over time. And I want to show a progression, and I see that will occur. I don't know if I can leave all these videos on this. They're so embarrassing. But there's a journey, right? There's something behind the curtain. And I think even for YouTube channels, you're told to run one type of content, right? Just read spiritual and get spiritual people that want to listen to that, or funny. And I get that, because when I go to YouTube, I want to watch a certain kind of content. But at the same time, like, I'm also not trying. Words don't teach, only life experience teaches. So you show or you experience, right? You're an example, and other people can learn from an example, or they have to see it and try it and experience it themselves. But that has to be shown, and that takes time. Changing your beliefs takes time. What is a belief? A thought we just continue to think. So you got to think that new thought for a while to have a new belief. People are complex. People are not one note. Well, a channel should be one note, but a human isn't. And there's something here that I'm showing, this sort of whole human. I'm can be very silly. The morning after Hurricane Milton hit, things were so heavy, and it was so tough looking at the destruction. Are my parents still there? I can't reach them. And, just moving that into the silliness, and then kind of realizing how we move ourselves into silliness and the power of humor. But that's very different than studying spiritual material. I love to study spiritual material, but I can't do that all the time. When I'm not a guru, I'm not a teacher. I'm studying it for me and to integrate it. And integration takes time. So sometimes I go in spurts of studying quite a bit of spiritual material, and then I usually break. That's kind of my pattern. And then right now I'm studying a lot of coaching material, a lot of psychology and a lot of metaphysics. And I'm so excited for how much metaphysics is in this. I'm so excited for how much law of attraction is in this. And there's the data that's emerging, because it's the truth, and we know it's the truth because of physics and everything we have studied here in the conversation that we're in. But it's so cool to see it showing up in coaching, because they're just observing it. And in the field of coaching, if we're observing it and we can produce results, then it's a truth. So much of science is driven by culture, and we don't even realize. So because coaching is emerging as a field that's so exploratory and open-minded, and you're specifically cultivating an open mind in order to be an effective coach, they're discovering that that's how you create possibility for your clients, that by shifting them into a positive emotional state with thoughts where they're talking about dreams and visions, they produce entirely different results. Law of attraction, Abraham. So it's very cool to see these things coming together, but it's a lot of work. It's a lot of reflection. It's a lot of integration. It's a lot of pain. A lot of people going through a lot of things. I'm realizing I'm not just an empath. I'm a sieve, and, letting way too much in. So trying to shut that down, but also what is all that data? It's part of, again, why I do this channel, right? There's a bit of hiding here, but I also want to share. So it's sort of like telling on myself, confessing in a way, but also on the journey, because we are all hiding. And there's no better service I could do to someone else than expose my hiding or share my hiding so that other people don't feel they have to hide so much. I didn't know I was doing it. I'd never applied this lens to my life before. I'm amazed at how meaty and powerful this book is. It's difficult to read, though. It's not very well written, but the material in it, once you get into it, and when you tap it, you connect it with his book, People Fuel. There's actually a curriculum here. Like, I'm actually learning things where I will be of use. The interesting thing is in coaching, you're really just open-minded. But here's the thing. We're tapping into the power of, this is what they talk about in the Bible, the power of two minds. Well, what does that mean? It means that they're discovering in coaching that basically even just not even saying anything and just being open-minded, actually the more non-judgmental and unbiased you can be about your client, the better their possibility for discovery in your space. But what does that mean? That means that when they're sitting with you and you're offering them your time and your value and your extreme presence, you're also offering them your mind. And so the concepts and the principles and skills that you have, they have access to in a different way. That's actually what that means. So I don't have to explain it to them or tell it to them. If I learn it and then I'm with them on it, they'll garner the knowledge on their own. This connects to the one mind, to the vibrational frequencies and physics going between us. Like we can probably blend a bit. And so the more I equip myself, the more they'll equip themselves through me without me having to equip them and teach them. It's the same thing here that we're doing, essentially, is me attempting to share what I'm learning, but I get to learn it and apply it. Not learn it and regurgitate and teach. You can go anywhere for that. But a lot of that I've learned, they're not applying it. Even when I was learning it and regurgitating it, even though people wanted to take it from me that way, it wasn't appropriate because it wasn't fully integrated. I wasn't living it, which means I'm really just spouting information. If I integrate it and then communicate with you about it, or even integrate it and talk about something else while we're together, and you're looking for that energy information as you're with me, you're going to begin to get new skills and ideas. While you're listening to me talk, think about yourself. You don't have to actually listen to what I'm saying, but as I talk and think, you'll start to have some different ideas. And you're like, wow, that really opened up something for me. I was thinking about something while she was talking. And it's because you're accessing my mental space and the skills and knowledge and things that I have, you'll have access to. It'll give you insights and illumination about what you're thinking about. You're not here for me, you're here for you, but you're here to tap into what I'm learning and then access it for you. That is a fast mechanism for you to not have to read all this data, which I also would recommend. But I'm the type of person who needs to know how things work to apply it. But now I'm beginning to realize I think I'm that way. So I will learn it, and then I can get visible. Y'all can just connect with me through this amazing video mechanism and have access to it and get insights in your life without having to know all the details, because most people don't need to know all the details to apply it. I'm just weird like that. So I think that's what I'm doing here. Even when I'm making a silly video, you'll hopefully see that through the videos, I'm having a shift, I'm having a breakthrough, and I want it, if even one person can come with me in the future of watching the video and have a breakthrough or an insight, that's really the goal here. And so as I also share my journey and grow, so hopefully we'll share a journey and grow together as we go. I think that's enough out of me. I gotta go jump on the shower. I'm also gonna show the journey of how I get ready during the day, because you've seen a lot of bedhead, and I think it's powerful to, show all kinds of visual journeys as we go. I've got this bunny running around. What are you doing? You want to say hi to nice people? Come here. She's sprinting around. Look at her. She's so cute. This is my little butters, huh? She's a little, look at you. Look at your little tootsies. Say I'm beautiful, huh? Say, look at my little white toes. I fed her since the first day, since she was just a tiny little baby, huh? Me nursed you from me. Hand nursed you from a little baby. And look at this little fluff. Oh, she's a one up, one down bunny. She's got one ear up and one ear down. She's so sweet. Okay, she's mad. Keep running. She's like, I'm running. I'm a wild bunny. I'm a wild bunny. All right. Have a blessed day. Thanks for being here with me. I do really, really appreciate you. And love.